Dave's Trump's gonna win 2020.
It's like, no! Welcome to... Son of a bitch. Alright, cut that out. That's the intro. Shit.
We're on a list. We're all on a list now.
Now I'm off. Okay. Welcome to the Odyssey Campaign. My name is Liam, and I'm playing normally Victus Golf, but right now, I'm the Dungeon Master. To my left is Sam.
Hey, I play Havoc. Thank you for introducing my name for me.
Well,
To my left is Morgan.
Hi, I play Morgrim, the Tengu. To my left is Joe.
I'm playing Atlas, the one and only Atlas Blue.
Fucked it.
Yep.
Oh boy. To my left.
I'm Zach playing Griff. To my left is Kobe.
I'm playing Dr. Canvas, and to my left is no one important.
And I'm playing volley. No one important.
Ouch. Are you going to stand for that?
He's gonna sit for it.
And I'm on his,
I'm gonna sit.
and I'm on his left, because those of you who cannot visualize it in your mind, we're all sitting around a table. So,
Yes, we are.
Very descriptive.
In a room
there's
with
cookies
chairs.
here.
We're
The
standing.
continuum has finally been completed.
We've been playing Dungeons and Dragons Last Supper style.
So previously on this episode, our intrepid adventurers had decided, they had been given a quest by the recently appointed King of the Hobgoblins, Doom Fellhammer.
King of the North.
Fellhand.
Fellhand?
Fellhand.
Oh man, I've been reading that wrong.
Read the film.
Fellhammer
would be a
from World of
dwarf.
Warcraft.
Oh, that's why.
You don't play World of Warcraft.
Doom... I've played Warcraft.
I think
The
you're thinking
actual
of
story.
Doomhammer.
I'm Doomhammer.
I think there's also a Feldhammer.
There
I
might
think
be a
there's a
Fellhammer.
Fellhammer.
So what we're saying is Sam's name choice was very
For
unoriginal.
Doomhammer!
So the whole point was I have claws? Fellhand claws?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Doom doesn't have claws.
Yes, he does.
No, but
Oh,
also
sorry.
we have the frickin' tattoos on our hands from touching the throne.
Of a claw.
No, of just
No, just like...
tattoos.
So is he gonna get tattoos on his ass when he sits on the throne?
No.
You're losing control.
I'm confused here.
It's the first time you touch it, it marks you.
Oh, wait.
So what if
the
somebody
first-
sits on it?
Well, that's why when you're a child, there's a ritual where this occurs.
Oh, okay. So if I had accidentally sat on the throne just to like
As a joke.
Well, no,
as a joke, my butt
you're
cheeks
not
are now.
you're not a hobgoblin. You don't have royal blood of the lineage of kings. So
Okay.
You're just a schmo.
you're just some random fucking elf.
Fuck who follows.
You just get like a pointed bit right at the end.
People of Porta
My
Nova,
schmuck
thank
and-
you.
Sure. That's how low you are. You follow Rick just
Anyways.
ish.
Ish.
Rein him in. Just rein
So
him in.
previously, Doom Fellhand had given a quest to our intrepid adventurers to go and act as emissaries for the dwarves, specifically to his brother, Havoc Fellhand. What's it, Atlas?
Why can't we tell anybody apart at this table? We look different. We talk different.
Liam's just staring at Joe.
Yeah, I'm always staring at Joe, even when he's like next to me. So our intrepid adventurers, did you know they're intrepid? Were given the quest by Doom Fellhand to go and act as emissaries for the dwarves. Okay. He gave this quest specifically to his brother Havoc, and so as they decided to go north for some reason, they were buffeted by.
He also said, "Hey, there's answers to the north."
Yeah.
So that was really a specific thing.
Don't undermine me.
Wait.
I think we should just all turn and go north. How about that? How about we're going to ruin your session?
A white dragon appears.
As they started going north to try to investigate Havoc's mother, they came across a large blizzard which blew them off course and into the maw of
Lindworm.
a lindworm.
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 There's no D in there.
The
I
D
read that one
silent.
wrong as well. And the blizzard blew them into the maw of a lindworm, who they battled and defeated. But unfortunately, as lindworms do, Havoc was cursed by its death.
Yep.
Just Havoc. No one else.
Yes.
I got the final blow.
As
Read the
they-
rules. That's how it works.
I know.
Read the feet.
We'll get through this intro. Don't worry.
This is why I'm restating things so that way.
No,
you can
I know,
cut.
so I can cut out.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. You're doing a good job.
After defeating the Lindworm, they made their way east towards the dwarves because they were already almost halfway there. And they came across a group of battling dwarves. And after violently murdering many of them, they discovered that the dwarves were having a civil war.
What color were they?
Dwarf colored. However, they wore different colored clothes. The black-wearing dwarves were from the Onyx Crag, seeing as onyx is a black stone. And the other dwarves were wearing white in the colors of the official dwarves.
The blood, the grips.
And who won the fight?
Us.
Neither of us.
Almost everybody of this 40-person party fighting died except for 2 people. 4 people, actually, because 2 of them retreated.
Did we?
Yeah, because one was an emissary going to the
I
government.
know the one Stonejaw or whatever.
So Slatejaw survived. She had her friend.
I thought everybody else died.
No,
No.
there
She
were
had one
2
other.
others that retreated because somebody calmed emotions on them. And they were like, fuck this,
And
we're
then
out
one
of here.
dude got healed, right? So
Yeah,
there should have been 4 in total.
Dead.
Yeah.
So there was 4.
So, after they made their way over to Slatejaw's abode, where she shared with them that the king was intent on declaring war upon the hobgoblins, which, as everybody would know, will likely bring ruin. So, after giving them her trusty sword Edge Dancer, they begin to make their way to try to either negotiate.
The trusty sword of assassins.
Edge.
Yeah, but, you know.
I know when I trust people, I want them to be assassins. That's who I trust.
Well, she sent them. She sends them.
One day we'll have a session where absolutely nothing happens in the background.
How's this creepy?
Today is not that day.
Today's not that day.
She sent them off to try to convince the king to make peace, either by tongue or by blade. And so our adventure starts with
Now,
our
hold on.
adventurers.
What about Victus's sister?
Oh,
She's a slut.
not necessarily.
Watch it.
Whoa!
We don't know that. She could be.
All right,
Are
so
we at that point?
so yeah, you guys are currently. I forget where specifically you ended.
I thought we were in Slate.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I
in
thought
her
we had
place.
just set out on the tram heading towards the
I
capital
think
or
you
something
might have.
like that.
I think you might have gone into the underway, which is the large highway, underground highway that
Yeah,
leads
we
directly to the capital.
Back underground
Sweet.
again.
Well, yeah.
We're going to the deepest vault. That's the end goal of all this.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, but
That's
then
where
we
I don't
means
wanna
a
fight a
lot more
dragon.
underground.
Yeah, that means it's deeper underground.
I don't want to fight another dragon. He almost died. All right, so we're moving through the tram, underground tram from
Yep.
Iron Forge to Stormwind.
So you're on the back of a tram. Presumably, at least 2 of you are on the front of it, like cranking.
It's one of those.
It's a hand cart.
Hand cart.
It's a $40 hand cart.
They don't have.
Damn near lost a $40 hand card.
They don't have.
Shit.
They don't really have much in terms of steam engines at this time.
Why not?
The dwarves are not technologically as advanced as the hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins have steam, but dwarves don't.
What? Hobgoblins have gunpowder.
But dwarves don't.
That is
We
correct.
gotta find the red barrels.
Yeah, the dwarves aren't as.
So this is just
technologically
like
correct.
Oh boy.
Indians versus
This is something. Sam probably will be able to know.
Yeah, because you told me. I read the notes.
Gosh, no one sent me these notes.
Everybody read the notes.
The Germans versus the Russians.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Huh. It's
He's
weird.
doing like a Metro 2020.
Then why?
And we're going down in this tunnel on the bridge, and then there's going to be some things attacking
really
us
needs
in
to
the dark.
stop. Like
I have
really
a-
needs to stop making sessions about what we're doing.
I have a question then.
I have one.
Why
too.
were the dwarves dressed in black and not red? Because then it'd be the reds versus the whites.
Because I didn't want to make it
Beat us
Too
over the
obvious.
head with your allegory
No,
of color, eh?
so she came.
Wasn't that the entirety of last
Instead, it's
session?
just black and white. You know?
Beating over the head with the
The
allegory
whites
of
are
color.
better than the blacks, right?
She was. I had written the name Slatejaw of the Onyx Crag the first thing for her character. And because I knew Onyx was black, that's going to be her color.
Oh, that's right. The blacks were the good guys.
Yeah.
Am I still on my horse? Can my
broken.
horse fit on the trail?
Isn't your horse summoned?
Yeah, but she just doesn't like to sit on the ground.
So I guess you're
I'm
sitting.
so sure I'm at everyone's
We can
belly
levitate her
button.
like
all the
So,
time.
so one of the things that
She's a bird,
Slatejaw,
she can fly.
this will be canon.
Okay.
Is that Slatejaw specifically said that she's willing to give you guys stuff for your travels? One of those things she can give you is multiple cards.
Cool.
Sweet.
You could.
So
have
we're
a-
just on like a long line
yeah,
of cards,
right
and
in.
at the front,
It's just
Come on, Griff, let's do this.
it's probably just Havoc.
Okay. I'm
We've-
pretty strong too.
It's Havoc and Atlas. I mean, Volley.
yeah, I
And they're
think
just like,
we have the highest
hate you.
strength.
fucking
Yeah.
hate you.
Yeah, we're just glaring at each other.
Everyone's like,
killed
can
my
you guys
people."
slow down? And we're just like, no. We're just like, I can pump it better. Oh, God.
I guess Dr. Hippocampus is on the back one leg by himself.
So we're going down the hole.
You're going down the road.
All
I'll
right.
teach you that.
Volley and Havoc are on
On the front.
the pump thing,
Dr.
and
Hippocampus is
we've
on the
been
back.
glaring at each other for probably a good several hours because I feel like neither of us want to initiate a conversation.
And neither of us want to not be the one who gives up pulling her.
Yeah, so
Dragging behind them are 4 carts. When I say carts, I don't mean like these are all the kind of like barrel-bedded mine carts. Yeah, they're not those because this is not a place that's normally used for. It can be, but it's not normally a place that's used for only carrying ore. This is a place for like trade.
so they're more like flatbeds.
Yeah, so there are flatbeds. There's like one with like some seats and like a table.
Like I'm on the last one pumping.
And I guess you can be on the last one pumping as
He
well.
thinks he's actually helping, but he's not.
You're actually
Making
because
it
they're
worse.
designed-
This is like,
Yeah,
Go
no,
the
that
other
was
way.
going the other direction.
why is there so much resistance?
Creating drag.
Atlas has set up his chessboard, but there's 2 rumblings, so the pieces are just sort of falling around.
Do you have like a spell to stick things to things?
Or
Yes.
This.
we can levitate them up and just keep them up. We can.
Also, here's a question: who has the sword?
Which sword?
Who did take the sword?
slip and slide sword.
Bringer?
The edge dancer.
I believe
I don't know.
Morgrim had it.
Give to us by.
It's a very long description.
You want to go slip
Do
and
you want
slide
me to print it out?
So
I've
it's
got
for
it
you.
like right here.
It's too late now.
Anyway, I was trying to talk to Volley. So, Havoc and Volley are on the winch in front,
Pumping.
and they've been angrily pumping at each other for about. That sounded bad phrasing. For like 2 hours, because neither of them want to seem like weaker, right? And neither of them want to initiate the conversation. But Havoc will eventually break down and be like, "So where did you go when you vanished?
I went back to the continent Titan, went to Bilthor.
Is that to the west?
That would be to the west of here, yes.
I know little about this place.
It's not a huge country. It's a little smaller than ours. Or not country, continent. But there used to be a lot of 7 nations there and everything. It was a really beautiful place at one time, but it does not look like that anymore, unfortunately.
At least
What
until
happened?
the fire nation.
What happened to it?
Have you ever heard of, what was his name? King Malik Kardra?
Oh my god.
No.
I have not heard.
You son of a bitch.
What is it?
4 syllables is your limit.
Malik is not
And if
bad.
you're going to do it, then you're going to do it in pairs so that it's ever clear storm water.
Oh my god. So he used to be the ruler of Titan?
So it was
Malik
Malik
Kardra.
Kadra. That's like 4 syllables. Malik Kadra.
Like card draw, that's 5.
Malik Kadra. You're right, that is 5. But they are in like pairs, almost. Malik Kadra.
Yeah.
Yes.
No stone boulder iron.
Yeah, no, that's still the best name so far.
Is Malik Kardra his
Boulder
whole
Slab.
name, or is it just his
Stone
first
rock
name?
boulder slab.
No, Malik was just his first name.
Malik's his first name, so let's just call him Malik.
Malik Kadra.
Well,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
no, well, he's Unfortunately, he's dead now anyway, so I was just curious if you've ever heard of the name.
Kaima's my man.
Oh my god.
Afraid my brother received more of the clerical teachings, and I received a bit more of the tear things apart with your bare hand teachings.
It happens. It does. Well, he used to be the ruler over there on the continent Titan. It was a pretty peaceful nation, but then he was... Talk about irony here. He was killed by an assassin not too long ago. Sounds familiar. As we're about to go, no one knows.
It was me.
Yeah, I feel like
Someone's like sharpening their blade.
Volley just sort of pops up a little bit.
No, nobody knows, and then you just hear.
Victus.
Do you mean Victus?
Victus pulls out a butt dagger.
No one can tell each other apart.
Yeah, so when he was killed, his son, Titanese, which he was named after the continent. Yeah, now I'm throwing more syllables at you.
Titanese?
It's like Chinese.
That's terrible. And I'm bad with names.
Simple.
I want to find this guy and take his lunch money.
Yeah, so he's now the current ruler over there, and he's the reason for all these walking cities.
Could they be Titanians?
Couldn't it be anything besides
Or
Titans?
literally Titans. If you're from
Yeah, it would just
Titania,
be Titans.
you'd be Titans.
Yeah.
Titanians?
It's almost like Duffy's trying to avoid Attack on Titan.
Yeah. It really wasn't based off.
Who would
Attack
ever
on
base
Titan.
their
Really wasn't.
some sort of piece of
Reference
cover?
to something.
Just wait for the next one.
Anyway, let's
Oh
go
my
play some
God.
Metro last night.
Excuse me, it's 2033.
But anyway,
Joe knows the British scene.
but yeah, so he's responsible for these walking cities, and there's only one city remaining on Titan actually now, and that's Bilthor. That was the only city that wasn't converted into these moving monstrous.
What did you do while you were there?
There's a Church of Solomon there. I needed to go.
You went to your own church.
Yeah, there was the closest one at the time.
Victus is like, people go to churches?
No, Victus is like, you have a church for yourself and you went to it?
There's one in Hightown.
Isn't that a little masturbatory?
Listen, I don't remember being King Solomon any more than... No, I just don't remember.
Tries to think of a comparison.
Any more than that night that I spent a few days ago. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, as you guys converse, movement down the tracks is relatively quick. Simply because it's rails, and rails are the most efficient way of travel.
Except for teleportation.
And you've got two very angry guys.
You got two very angry guys going on it, and teleportation is impossible.
Does Havoc rage and become one size bigger?
No.
Tips over the track. Derailment.
I feel like that's a...
No.
So after about 6 hours of going,
Jesus Christ.
and
Man,
you're
do
going,
we get a ability score update? I mean, come on.
Yeah, geez.
Atlas, the
We
chess
should be-
match is 22 to 22.
Griff is just cheating by looking in time.
so it doesn't.
Technically, I can do that. I can foretell every outcome, so you're just like, how are you winning?
Yeah, let's hear about this freaking chess game. What bullshit can you do to cheat at chess with magic?
I can tell every move he's going to do.
I think after a while, Atlas would be aware that
I'm cheating.
he was looking into the future. So he would have to come up with, Atlas would have to come up with some manner of disguising the board from so it doesn't look the same. Like Atlas is smart enough that he can memorize all the positions, like in the movies where it's just like Sherlock Holmes and his half brother.
Oh, like doing
and
that.
they're just talking about the chess match rather than actually moving pieces. So Atlas would have used still and silent to cast an image spell over the board, so that way when Griff has to look into the future, he's looking at the image rather than the actual board, or something like that. I don't know.
But I also have the ability to foretell failure. I can tell if any move I'm about to make will be successful or not successful. So every time I'm about to make a move, it's like that Nick Cage movie.
Oh, next.
Next, yeah.
And we're not moving, so we're just sitting there looking at each other. Like chess pieces are moving. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, when wizards play chess, they don't touch the pieces.
Okay.
Or he like picks up a piece and prestidigitates it into the other color. And it's like, oh no, look, it's a pink pawn.
Yeah, you're just switching the sides of the pieces. Yeah.
So these two are angrily.
Talking somehow.
Talking and moving the cart.
This one is trying to get us to go the opposite direction.
Without
Alice
realizing.
is experiencing a lot of deja vu. It's just like, I know something's up. Because I'm like constantly re-rolling time.
Victus, during this time, is in a corner, just sort of nervously sharpening one of his knives.
You're gonna be a bad dad.
Stop casting ghost sound, whoever you are.
Foretell failure on his raising his kids.
Oh, I can do that prognostication thing. See a year in a and a half ahead. Victus, you lose one. I mean, yeah, Victus, you lose one.
There was more than one?
Oh, God.
If there's service, I'll try and write to Stella. If it's not service,
Man, these cavern walls.
So thick. I'm in a tunnel.
Actually, that is
I
a good
called you before. That service in the tunnel.
So you do notice that there's just like a spinning. You do notice that it isn't just like, oh, this notepad doesn't seem to be able to like contact it. It's almost as if it's being blocked. Like there's this little thing that says blocked.
Not teleporting ever again.
International. Please pay 15 gold more.
Roaming.
I really hope by the end of this, everybody gets a quill that we can just all write to each other.
We've all got fucking disguise helmets.
Like 30 of them.
So travel is relatively quick. As you guys know, the rails are well maintained. You're on an efficient method of travel on the rails, and also you're slightly going downhill at points in time.
Dr. Hippocampus finds the gear shift and switches it so I'm going the right way now.
He pulls the e-brake.
So, soon as you're moving down, you begin to notice that there's sound coming down from the passage. I want everybody to roll a perception check to see if they pick it up.
No.
Alright, fine, you fail.
I'm enthralled by my chest. We're still just...
Listen, I don't believe that you've actually set a DC for this. I believe that you're just going to pick an arbitrary number.
And everybody higher than that.
And my roll will be lower no matter what.
So here's the thing, Joe, is that there are times when I do have a DC already set, and there are times when I arbitrarily set it, and there are times when I'm just doing this to make you guys nervous.
My favorite one is that last one.
Give me a reflex save. 21.
32.
Okay.
All I do is look at things.
30.
Okay, so...
29.
No, I don't even care.
Oh, you mean I was right?
Okay, so you do... so some of you guys do notice, based on the sounds that are coming from down the hall, down the tunnel, is that it sounds like sounds of life. Like people talking and chatting and having a merry time.
And we're gonna run the fuck over.
No, we're still going. That's exactly what I picture. It's like there are people waiting and we're just gonna fly right by.
We could use some floating discs to make a maglev.
Oh my god.
Man, maglevs. Why didn't we think of that for Portanova?
They don't really have much of a train system.
Oh, I mean, we could have.
I'm having
Still can.
flashes to
Yep,
Hunchback
that's-
of Notre Dame, and like,
Whoa, why?
hold on, hear me out. The tunnels, and we're about to come out, and there's gonna be a bunch of people. There should have been a booby trap by now, or an ambush.
Okay.
Or it could just be like...
Weird flex.
So wait, is she just like flapping over us as we're talking?
Pop. Yeah, you were moving much faster than 30 rounds.
Yeah, you jump.
I mean, that's how physics works. I guess technically in the way...
I mean, she could have just been in the
We
cart
don't know
behind
how
us
much
anyways.
bullshit
That's
I've been
more
having
than
to
the
deal with
same about a
physics in this
Disney
game
movie.
to create certain things, but the physics in D&D is
That wasn't
very
my
like,
character.
you move 30 rounds, 35
Disney
foot
exists.
squares per round in relation to the planet. So it doesn't matter what speed you're moving at, you just go like, poof, the moment you start flying.
I don't know. I think her momentum would be conserved.
It is if she jumps, but if she flies, it is.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're right about that.
Make sure you hit the right hotkey.
Oops, I threw a grenade.
Who's been stealing my grenades?
So, as you guys are continuing down, you actually see a sign that's like hangs from the ceiling.
Dwarven.
It's in Dwarven.
Does it say low clearance?
Use your horn.
I'm assuming you guys, whoever here can speak Dwarven if they decide that they're able to see it.
Yeah.
I get to,
What?
but only
You
for
speak
24
Dwarven?
Yeah.
hours.
Does anybody here speak Dwarven? Who speaks Dwarven here?
Only for 24 hours.
Atlas.
And Victus.
And Atlas isn't paying attention.
All right, Victus notices it
How convenient.
and announces it to the group.
No, Victus was sharpening his knives.
Damn you! All right, so a sign goes past and nobody reads it.
I have
you
the
cast
language for 24 hours. I casted it when we were at the battle,
did you?
remember?
Okay, cool. Then you can read it.
Jeez.
And with your 32, you are more
Read
than
the
able
hell
to
out of that
catch this
sign.
before it starts. And you read it as
Great, what's it say?
Danger. Track unfinished.
Get off your horse, you're too tall.
you read it as the Shard's Hammer trading post.
The Shard Hammer trade?
Shard's Hammer. Shard.
The sewage must go down here.
Like chunks of rock, shards, and then it's a
Yeah,
hammer.
there are chunks in the
I'll
shard.
just announce that it's a trading post.
It's a Shard's Hammer trading post.
Oh boy.
Alright,
It's a trading post.
Do we need to... how
Next
we've
wait
been
station,
traveling for
next
one
right.
day,
6 hours.
6 hours. So we probably don't need more supplies.
No, well, Sleetjaw gave us stuff.
I
We
could
can
sell
this
stuff.
stuff.
If you want to sell stuff, sure. And we probably rested while we were,
Oh, wait a... Sorry.
other than you two.
I don't need the rest.
I rested.
Yeah, you fools. I need
Or
a
play chess.
necklace of...
I didn't even actually do anything in the fight because I
Right.
crash landed. No spells were used during that time.
You once again laid in
teleport.
a pool of your own
So did
blood.
we stop?
It's up to you.
Flying is not
We
my
can,
forte.
we have to choose to stop?
You can try to have the thing turn.
We have to pull
You
emergency.
guys would have to tell us
Oh,
to
yeah,
slow
It's going to
down.
be a turn off.
So do we have to
Wait
get out
station, next right.
and change the track?
No, they have a system. They have little things that hang from the top that you can hit.
Basically, you just have to tell me and Havoc to pull over.
Alright, well the only one who knows that this place exists is Morgan, so what's she going to tell us?
So I tell everyone that there's a trading post
She
coming
did
up.
say,
I'm not going to say the name. I just say that it's a trading post. And I've got 40 swords in this bag of holding.
God, what if she cut
Morgan
it?
took 40 swords. That's as much as 4 tens, and that's terrible.
I think it's funny.
Sure, let's turn off to the trading post.
okay. So you guys
I'll bite the plot hook.
moving moving at high speed. You guys turn off. Like,
gotta stop!
rocket around and
Chess
somebody
pieces go flying.
No, they're just
Anybody gotta use the restroom? Now's the
they're
time.
like shifting with the momentum, but they're not going anywhere.
and you guys somebody pulls the emergency brake and like, the whole thing
Dr. Hippocampus in the
begins
back.
sliding. And it slides to a stop really, really epically with a lot of sparks and stuff, but you stop like right at the trading
Why
post
did
spot.
we do that?
I don't know.
He bit the plot hook.
Morgan, do you want to sell your 40 swords?
Sure. I'll wander around and look for a store.
Okay. You find a store pretty quickly.
I do not get off my horse.
That's fine.
Just like rides
Your
into
horse-
the door.
Your horse casually steps off of the, having not been thrown from the high-speed crash,
Somebody needs to learn how to drive this thing.
and the horse, you ride your horse over to one of the stalls, which is literally like 20 feet away.
Okay. Can I find someone who not only sells goods, but also, like, purchases?
Sure. As most shopkeepers.
I would like to select the sell button, please.
Sell all junk.
Sell all junk.
She just tips her bag of holding and just a pile of swords comes
Yeah,
out.
she's like standing there for a few minutes. Like,
I'll get, like, 2 gold for it, but whatever.
So you come across a shopkeep who is yelling about Get your swords, get your blades, get your halberds, get your axes.
I see that you're selling swords. I'm selling some swords myself.
Don't mind the blood.
Remember,
Used sword.
in times of strife like these, you can always use a blade. You there! Man on horse.
Bird on
Woman
horse.
on horse.
Bird on horse.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I wear a lot of cloaks.
You wouldn't happen to be a Tengu, would you?
I am indeed.
Of course, everybody knows about Tang.
There's no other large anthropomorphic birds.
You need to visit my neck of the woods more.
Dwarf throwing
Huh.
shit out there.
I got that pun. I'm never going outside.
I've never seen the sunlight.
We dwarves are
Someone
quite
cast
subterranean
daylight.
folk.
He's got like the smallest, beadiest little eyes.
No, he's got
Wouldn't they be huge? And
They'd be
pale?
huge.
Yeah, he's got no.
Somebody just cast daylight. You'll never see
Yes,
again.
So it says, what would you want to buy? I'm sure you could use a nice blade for yourself.
Actually, I
This isn't
recently
working out,
got
though.
my hands on a new weapon, which is pretty cool. I'm actually wondering if you could point me in the direction of someone who could upgrade this so I can have service.
Oh, the
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a pen. It's a pen. I'm holding it like a
Will.
phone now.
Is that some sort of communication device?
You got it.
Dwarf is
You
like,
must be, well, obviously you're not from around here. Then you don't know about the Accords.
The Accords.
Yes, the Dwarven unions, the trader unions. They established that there is no teleportation or communication with the outside world except for points of trade and with your designated trading person.
you're volley
This
now.
is my designated trading person.
Nope.
We plan on doing a lot
Are
of
you
trading.
a part of the Dwarven Trader Union?
No. How
Have
do I
you
become
paid your
one?
dues of 12,000 gold pieces a month?
Your dues of 40 swords for some reason?
You're not a dwarf and you're not a part of the union. I'm going to tell you
Well,
right
that
now.
was my question. Do you have to be a dwarf? And do you
Yes.
have to be part of the union?
Yeah, the Dwarven trade unions consist of Dwarven traders.
That's very unfortunate.
Are you a Dwarven trader?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
I apologize.
No.
trader or traitor?
Trader.
That's fine.
Trader. 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 He spells that in whatever Dwarven...
I don't speak Dwarven, so I don't know what's going on.
Rune. Trader.
He said traitor!
What are you buying?
What are you lying?
What are you selling?
After I unloaded the 40 swords, 20 compound longbows and 100 daggers.
My God. Did you kill an army?
Pile them on the table. I've got 3 handy hammers.
They're covered in
Hang on,
blood.
do we,
They are.
like scorched.
Unless you clean them. Did you clean these
Wait,
blades?
Someone want to press presentation?
That's a lot of cats to prestidigitation.
Alice isn't gonna clean up fucking 1,200 fucking weapons.
yeah, speaking of compound longbows, that one with the 10 strength mod,
Yeah.
what were the stats on that?
That was basically it.
You need 30 strength.
Yeah, but I think I can get there, so I'm gonna hang on to it.
Possibly. But do you know how to shoot a bow?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. He's a marshal.
Marshall.
That was a refined reaver who had that.
Okay.
Anyways, so you saved that bow. Whatever. That's what we got.
That composite longbow was the... Because I remember you asking me about this earlier, so that's why.
Yeah.
It was just a +1 composite longbow, 10 strength.
Yeah, that's what I've got here. And it's got 20 arrows with it.
Yeah, they're just arrows.
Right.
You have infinite number of arrows. I'll just give that to you.
I didn't get that when I was playing, and I died for it.
Listen, that was the first time you ever played Dungeons & Dragons, and the second time I ever played Dungeons & Dragons, I made you count arrows.
I tried to make it out of bone. I was desperate. So
It was also 4th edition, so
Don't
let's
worry,
not talk
Dr.
about it
Campus
anymore.
has 123. Do you need some?
You got a lot of arrows.
So what happens here, logistic-wise, is anything that we had wanted to sell, I try and sell here. But what happens in character is I try to ask him some questions about the battle that we saw between the two groups.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that it's between 3... checking notes.
So I
3 groups that are against the king and 2 that are with the king. The Alashades hammer and the stone rock boulder slabs are
Alicia.
are
Alicia's Shard's hammer.
Oh, that's what it is? Alicia Shard's
Pick
hammer?
on my names. God damn it.
So there
Alicia.
Look, I was
It's like
expecting
a normal
to be hard.
human name.
Alicia.
So
Alicia Keys.
they're against the king, and obviously, since this is a trading post, I asked him has that affected trading recently? What are your feelings towards this shift in power?
Well, fortunately, that's quite a lot of deep questions. Here, I'll give you the rundown on the war, since you guys are clearly not from around here. If you didn't even understand what that battle was about, I'm not sure what happened, but
I wasn't there. Sorry.
I'll tell you. There's a war on. There's a civil war. Us, the Shards Hammers, are allied with the great and mighty Onyx Crag, and of course the quite brutal Bolter Slabs. And we are fighting against the king to prevent a war that will undoubtedly destroy our empire if we attempt to fight it. Especially after what happened last time. And he kind of shudders a little bit. And he sort of shakes it off and goes, but, fortunately, trade has been good. You're in a safe section of the mountains. You're currently in Shardshammer land. And so, right now, we are making sure that the armies are well fed and well armored. And I see you have a lot of blades and compound bows, which, you know what, that's probably going to be useful, though we will need to clean those.
Would this guy recognize that they're Dwarven make?
Yeah, he recognizes that some of these are from the, I mean, she said straight out that it was from a battle, and he's like, I'm not so hot on, like, scavenging weapons from bodies, but I'm not going to start questioning this shit. Man's got to make some money.
Crow. That's what they do.
Yeah, shiny, collect. I have a question. If I
Also pick at dead bodies.
I do. Delish.
Paladin, ladies and gentlemen.
That's alright, he's dead. Don't you know regeneration? Nope.
You could bring him back to life, or just eat his eyes.
That's smart.
Delicacy.
Oh man, this got
that
dark.
protein.
Would I know about the history at which she's shuddering?
Yes. That's
okay.
like the thing that Havoc's all about.
Well,
Yeah, the thing I keep whinging and moaning and brooding about.
yeah, but their version. Like, there's the goblin version, but there's also the dwarf version.
The general
They
version
probably-
is that there was a war that was started for some reason, and the dwarves were able to beat the goblins all the way back to their capital city,
Okay.
which turned into a large siege that lasted for many years,
Okay.
and resulting in both sides having many deaths and many problems.
I think you'll
Okay,
find
so
that
they
the
don't
dwarves
tell it
circumvented the dwarves circumvented the hobgoblin field force and laid siege to their capital and forced the hobgoblin army to retreat. They base raced, essentially.
Sure.
Okay.
The
Well,
goblins just have trouble finishing.
Are you saying the dwarves are the Carthaginians of this situation? No, flip that. The Romans?
Kind
The train will be departing in 2 minutes.
Atlas gets up from the chess table. He says, Griff, right here. You slimy bastard. And he's going to go into the trading market.
Okay.
And he's going to look for a trinkets kind of store.
I'll go with because I need a compass.
You come across a man that's
I'm fucking remembering. I'm gonna buy a
Across a
compass.
man.
They're 25 gold.
a small dwarven man who's standing on top of a table yelling, Trinkets, Bubbles! Get everything that you need! I've got it and you need it!
Small dwarf man.
Yes!
I am in need of a trinket. A timer.
Jesus.
Wait, what?
A timer.
A timer. You
Yes, like a...
Like this? And he pulls out like an hourglass.
Yeah,
Spins it.
a fast one.
A fast one?
Yep.
You mean this? And he pulls out just a cylinder of sand.
I'm looking for like a 3-second timer.
A 3-second timer.
Yeah.
It's like 3 grades of sand.
He reaches back into his pocket and, like,
Just keeps them on him.
Maybe if it's like a vial of oil with an air bubble.
and he pulls out what appears to be a vial of oil with a bubble in it. It would take just seconds 3 to for this bubble to make its way to the top. And he turns it and you watch the bubble.
Count
It took like 3.5 seconds.
It takes about 3.1 seconds.
All right.
This
I'd like
is
to
for the
purchase
chess
that.
game, isn't it?
That will be.
Certain amount of
Have the trinkets thing up here.
Just charge him like 25 gold.
There are no trinkets.
There are no trinkets? No. Okay. That's going to be like 5 silver
Charge
pieces.
him, yeah, what oil would
It's
it
oil
cost?
and glass and 2 pieces of wood on it.
I buy it.
Cool. Ooh,
I had exactly 5 silver pieces in my pocket.
very nice. Would you like to buy anything else? You there,
Do you
large
have a compass?
hobgoblin.
Yikes.
Well, a compass?
A compass.
A compass? Okay.
Wouldn't they not like you?
He like jumps down from the table
You can speak
and rummages about.
dwarf.
No, I speak goblin and common, so I'm gonna go with common.
He speaks goblin. And common.
I don't.
He's a trader. They gotta speak.
The language of the enemy?
Whatever pays the bills.
Hey, a mere short decade ago, these nations traded,
Yeah.
and then they killed each other.
And the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh my god.
How many more of those are you gonna throw out there today?
Many as we open up for them.
There's a lot of Fire Nations. So he comes back with what appears to be a kind of old-looking compass, but you recognize it as being hobgoblin in origin, as if this was taken from the dead body of a hobgoblin,
All right,
or maybe traded back in the past. It's hard to tell.
I will purchase it.
Okay, that'll be
Whatever the book says.
5 silver pieces.
Wow, that's a really good deal. I'll go with 5 silver
25
pieces.
gold.
Yeah,
25 gold.
in the player's handbook.
That is 20,
Ridiculously expensive for a
25
compass.
gold pieces. I guess magnets aren't a thing.
Yeah,
How do they work?
they're dug up from the ground and still have bits of gravity left inside.
Oh, they'll probably give you this.
Sure. It
It'll
works.
probably be actually a discount because they have a lot of mining that they do.
I already marked off the 25 gold when I walked into the shop, so
Yeah, so he's what's the word?
I acquire compass.
Cool. You acquire a compass.
Achievement unlocked.
Da-da-da.
Can I wander over?
Oh,
You
my
there,
goodness.
bird person.
Do you have something shiny on a chain?
Why, yes, I do. He pulls out a small mirror. Look at that.
It's like a dentist mirror.
You can see some other being on the other side. Ooh, look at that. It's another bird.
I gotta peck at it.
Oh,
Broken.
Broken.
I don't like it. It angers me.
fine. What else would you like to buy?
I still want something shiny on a
Shiny.
chain.
Okay, I've got a
I want a present for
silver
Stella.
necklace.
Excellent. What's on the end of it?
It's a mirror.
No, I don't like it.
He puts the chain away, pulls out another one. It's got like a little silver.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna get more and more
Coin or
upset.
Yeah, it's got like a little like fancy amulet that's circular.
Is the
It's got
amulet
like a
like native to here? Like I couldn't get it anywhere else.
Sure.
You'll have to make an appraise check to know.
Great. Oh man, I got terrible praise. 9.
9.
Yeah.
You know that this looks like this could either be Dwarven, but it's also entirely possible this could be imitation Dwarven.
I'm gonna poke Atlas.
Listen, it's rough times, right?
What?
Yeah, look down at me. Do you think
You're on a
that's...
horse.
Yes! I poke
He's
his head. That's right. Do you think
Fucking
this
weird.
is legit?
Do an appraise check.
Because my appraisal was...
What is your base appraise?
10.
Okay, make
13.
an appraise check. Make an appraise check. I was about to say, if you have like a 20, then you're...
Who puts 20 into appraisal?
I don't fucking know, man.
18.
18?
Still better.
That's good enough. You know that this is probably... You can't really tell like how specifically high quality, like there might be some silver impurities in this or something, but it's definitely Dwarven.
No, this is bullshit. This isn't even a 3-second timer. Look.
What?
That wasn't 3 seconds.
That is the finest jewelry from the south of...
Memory lapse.
Oh! I have this necklace. Has a little mirror on the bottom of it. Would you like to buy it?
I hate the mirror.
I go back to the chess game.
The train is now departing. Everybody on board.
Where'd you get that necklace?
I paid for it.
Did you? He pulls out his coin purse.
My name is Alice.
You didn't actually say your name at any point in time.
Paladin.
Yeah.
I
She
couldn't
falls.
help it.
Simple
How
trade.
much? How much? You can tell me later.
Greed got her.
10 gold pieces.
That's a great deal.
25 gold.
It's almost like this guy doesn't know the currency of the world.
fucking know what these things
Don't
cost.
help
To
him.
be fair, he's lived in a cave his whole life.
That's a steal, Morgrim. Just take it now while
The
you
train
can.
is leaving. You just see me start pumping the arm.
Does it go anywhere, or are the brakes still active?
No, he's pumping the other way. We're both pumping the wrong direction right now.
What decides which way it goes is one other person adding on to one of the two.
Yeah.
Griff, new rule. You gotta make your turn in less than 3 seconds.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm on to you using your magics.
I can slow time.
Well, don't tell
No,
him
you
that.
can't.
I can't.
I know you can.
I can
Hourglass
slow
is
time
25
as in
gold
haste.
pieces?
That won't
the
change
shit?
time.
It's a pound?
It's like gold
What the
is
fuck is it
utterly worthless in Pathfinder.
God damn it.
Gold is completely valueless, which is why I never ever give players gold when I run these games.
So how much money do you make?
Well, it's only valueless unless you
I'll
someone
calculate
like
it
silver.
later. Probably during lunch, dinner.
What?
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 The train is leaving!
Alright, we all get back
Better
on the
get on
train.
board, son. On board.
Chicka, 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 chicka,
Alright,
chicka,
we'll
chicka.
continue in
This
the
is your
direction.
grandfather's watch.
Doesn't work. It's okay.
Did you sell the,
Yeah, I sold all the stuff.
She
that we
sold a
decided
lot.
we were to
you got 5 gold pieces out of it.
sell. for all
Yeah,
of
you're
that.
giving them iron weapons.
That's fine.
Are any of them even masterwork?
No.
Oh.
No, hang on. So Griff is trying to like slow down time to give himself more time for these turns, but Atlas will cast haste on us. So the chess game just gets really fast.
Yeah. If anybody else looks at the chess game, it's just like this weird out of sync.
It's like
Just a bubble.
you're going really
magic
slow,
around.
but you have like the speed like after images.
So it's just an anime chess game.
Yeah, it's like super intense, but it's
Yeah.
it's exactly what it is.
Yeah, so it's just like, "Duh, if I go here, he'll go there. That means he'll go there. Oh no!
It's like every time an anime does like
Make
a
your last
stupid
pathetic
like,
move so I can check your king.
no, it's like every time an anime show does like a stupid like baseball version game or something, but this one's chess. It's just like super intense.
If he moves on there, that means that it'll open up a move for Atlas.
Didn't Dragon Ball have a baseball game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't like this though. That was more just like
They've done baseball on a couple occasions. Yeah, a couple of occasions.
the second one was more in depth than the first one.
Yeah,
First one was literally just go on, hits the ball, and then people are like, "Oh, he's kind of a weird kid, huh? He can fly."
That's not your normal 15-year-old. I think he's Superman.
Okay, so you guys begin making your way back down the tunnel. Travel is quick, similarly, and another.
Do we know that this is the correct path?
Yes.
It's a straight line.
Literally the
Stone,
point of
Stone
the
Jaw
under-
or whatever, Slate Jaw
Slate Jaw.
gave us a map with a little red line.
Trails.
Yeah, and it's literally just like there's a.
It's a subway map.
No, hold up, we gotta take the connector.
Well, because we turn to get to the train.
Yeah, this is just like a little.
It's a little detour.
Yeah, it's just like a.
What do you
little,
mean
a little
detour? It was
cave.
literally like a pull-off station. You gotta take a piss, you know?
Yeah, it was
Get right back on.
it's basically a pull-off station.
I hope the bathroom had holes in it.
They have ways of disposing of there. They're like
They don't.
like the wizards.
The reason why that guy's name was Shat.
they just kind of poop on the floor and make it poof away. Have you heard about that?
No.
Oh man, it's real dumb.
I can see
Fucking J.K. Rowling decided to write that like, oh yeah, they didn't really have internal plumbing inside of Hogwarts until like later on
Oh, I heard about
in
that.
history. So what the wizards would do is just kind of poop on the floor and make it disappear.
It's like the episode of The Office when they're looking around at the wedding spot at Dwight's farm, but there's shit in the house.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that's a great one.
All right, so you guys continue your way down the underway.
Underway.
You find that the underway is pretty consistent. This is a very well maintained tunnel, but you begin to notice things. You begin to notice there are like scratches on the walls a lot, and you notice that there's a lot of
As we whip by it.
yeah. As you whip, even while you're whipping by, you begin to see that the walls don't appear as if they're falling apart, but something's clearly been moving through these areas. Like people.
Knowledge nature?
Nature.
No.
If you do a
Knowledge
nature,
underground.
It'd be like geography or
Knowledge dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering.
I don't have that.
Atlas is too busy with his hyper-speed chess game.
Okay. Does anybody here have dungeoneering?
I do, but I don't have any ranks in it.
That's fine. The dungeoneering.
Yeah, 19.
It looks like a lot of people.
What?
These are the markings of a lot of people walking down a hall.
It's the Trail of Tears.
Oh my god.
I
Alright.
thought you were saying there's like scratches
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
walls.
Yeah.
Like gouges.
Like swords.
Oh.
Gotcha.
What kind of scratches?
Like, these are not the looks of claws. Claws make really obvious marks.
Yes.
Blades from weapons make very clear chips.
We should,
On to E4.
why don't we just take Morgrim, put her on the front with her lance? Like a little...
Jesus Christ.
If we run over her, it's over for her again.
So travel is quick similarly, and another 6 hours passes,
So what's your plan?
and it begins
Havoc.
to feel like it's night.
Queen to King's Bishop.
What's
Check.
I was instructed by Doom to make peace with the dwarves, and if I must bring peace to the dwarves, then I shall do so.
So are you just gonna straight out kill this king, or are you gonna try and negotiate with him?
I will negotiate with him.
Alright.
The civil war is being fought over whether or not the dwarves will go to war with the goblins. If we offer peace, there is no reason for them to fight.
Yeah, but Judar was with him, so more than likely that guy's got the same
Judar
issue.
is slain.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's necessarily stopped. His mind can still be corrupted.
I mean, she did...
If there are remnants of Judar remaining that must be removed, I believe they are across this pump from me.
Pumping angrily.
At each other.
They're doing a Dutch rudder.
Okay, so it's beginning to feel a lot like night.
Christmas.
Night. Even though you guys are all underground and it's constantly bright out.
Oh, circadian rhythm.
Yeah, your circadian rhythms are still functioning at a relatively effective pace.
Well, would they? We only sleep like 2
I know, I
hours.
only sleep like 3 hours. I don't think that really works anymore for some of
Victus
us.
and Morgrim and Havoc
Feel tired.
feel tired.
You should be tired. You've been trying to pump against us this whole way.
You also notice something that's very interesting.
Oh, I should have bought a water clock.
Yeah,
Turn it around!
technically you've got a you've got a place to put it.
Yeah.
We literally have a guy who controls time. He can just tell us what the time is.
Yeah, the water clock's down. As the time begins to pass, you begin to notice that the torches on the walls are starting to dim.
Did you hear that?
But it's all the torches.
Oh, the torches are
Magic.
controlled?
Time is very late.
That doesn't seem like a useful thing since...
Without looking
want
away
me
from
to
the
see.
game, Griff is just gonna be like, Alice, do you think anything's going on here?
Well, if you guys are on haste, it's like you have 3 seconds to make a turn. It takes you a second to do something and 2 seconds to look around.
Alice will make a spellcraft check.
Sure.
Many.
Okay. How many?
42.
Yeah, you got enough.
Any...
So you're able, just looking at these torches, to know that these are not fire. These torches are not, in fact, torches, as I previously described. They are actually things with light cast on them.
We're playing this game, moving all the pieces around. That's continual flame.
Yeah, some of them are continual flames, some of them are just light, like the spell light with permanency.
But why are they dimming, though?
That is dramatically more cost less, whatever.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been worth the cost to do permanency on the light.
You also can't cast permanency on light.
Oh, can you not? All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's called continual flame.
Permanency has a specific,
Continual flame, then.
Yep.
And then we'll exit. Oh, okay, so in the previous episode, edited me saying continuous flame.
So much editing.
So you with your spellcraft check are able to notice that there's a spell that's been cast on these that makes it so that they'll dim with the days, as if to simulate a continuous rising and lowering of the sun. They don't turn off completely at night, but they do dim quite a bit.
They just simulate nighttime.
Now, we were probably given a little brief on how stuff like that works from Slate Job, right?
A little bit.
So would we know that at night we're supposed to stop the train, or do we just keep going?
There's no supposed to. It's just something that they do to make it easier on the people underground.
Yeah, but I mean, like, are we going to run into somebody parked on the rails?
No, there are turnoffs where people will usually stop.
Okay.
And there's multiple rails that are along.
So are we worried about hitting anybody? We're
So
not worried at all.
I
about
will
hitting
go to
anybody.
bed.
You could be a little bit worried. You'll probably want somebody to be looking out in
I
front.
got this. Don't worry. I take my continual flame lantern out and I put it onto the front.
But there are at least two, and it gets more and more as you move, of rails that move along.
Can't you make an unseen servant to...
I was just
move
about
the
to
train
say, we
for
can
us?
do unseen servants.
Yeah, that's fine.
That will move in front of the train?
No, they'll just pump the cart.
Oh, they'll just do it for us. Do they have the strength to do that?
Probably. I don't know how much strength it costs.
None. Liam hasn't thought of a DC.
That wasn't the important part of the session.
Yeah, it's like I could have been doing magic this whole time, but it's just to prove a point that I was going to try to...
I'm strong.
just to prove a point against Havoc.
What's your strength modifier?
+7.
Me too.
Yeah, no, that's the problem.
-1.
I sleep.
Okay. So you sleep on the back of this train. On your horse. You get off your horse.
Get off your horse.
Wait, how long does your horse last
If you
for?
don't get off your horse, you're going to have an exhaustion penalty.
Well, okay.
It's like
How long
sleeping
does
in
your
armor.
horse even last?
Well, she sleeps
for?
standing up. She
Long
perches
enough.
on things.
I was gonna say I
It
need
lasts
to
forever?
actually stand up on my horse to sleep. So I'll get off. And
That's crazy.
is there something that I can hold on to in the cart?
Mhm.
What? Pause.
Finish chewing. Okay, sounds like... Looks like...
There's like a
Pause.
guardrail.
For those of you,
It's like a shell.
Sounds like guardrail.
at home, he looks like he's jerking off 2 men.
Hard rail.
There's a guardrail.
Is that along the edge of it?
Yeah, these are
Is there nothing in the cart though?
Nice.
Gross. Okay.
Well, Volley's going to use his unseen servant to keep pumping the thing and go take his 2-hour nap and 1 hour to do his some spells.
30-hour nap.
No, 3.
Okay.
I need 8 hours of rest because I didn't buy the item that breaks the game.
Same.
It doesn't break the game, it just cuts out the boring part.
So you guys take a nap while the cart moves at a slightly slower speed. It's going to move by an unseen servant.
I could summon an unseen servant as well.
Yeah, so 2 unseen servants are not as powerful as 2 7-strength characters.
Unseen servants have 2 strength.
Very.
2.
+2 or
No, 2.
2? Yeah, 2. This cart's not moving very fast.
But it's still moving.
It's moving. Just once you start building up momentum, you can kind of get it to go.
If we can get the cart to wield the sword that makes it slime... Oh god.
0 friction.
To infinity and beyond!
So the problem is that if you remove all friction, though, the cart won't be able to increase in speed.
Sorry, we just get it to the correct speed we want it and then
Yeah.
just let go.
And then have it slide.
Also, it has a time limit.
Or we could use the sword, hold on to the cart, and then slide alongside, like jet skis.
You can do whatever you want, man. Until another cart comes by and smacks you. Just get flattened. So, the night goes mostly uneventful, but you are traveling across a continent on these carts, so it's taking you a bit.
Griff and I have probably played through like 7,000 or 8,000 games.
Yeah, you've played a lot of games.
Like the chess pieces have worn down.
I want you.
I'm so tired.
No sleeping.
You've invented new rules.
Like to spice it up. We're like bored with
There's like 2 chessboards now. Like
It's starting.
playing
connected.
multiple games.
They're like now dimensional.
Yeah, you guys have created the
3D chess.
the chessboard from Star Trek.
Or it's a sphere that you move around.
The Star Trek chessboard, where there's like multiple levels.
I don't want Star Trek.
That's fine.
Nerd.
Star Trek's a cool show for cool people who like cool things.
It's cool. The Orville's cool.
Yeah.
I don't want Star Trek though.
So, as you spend the night, relatively uneventful, you all wake up to lights that have increased slowly in power again. Sweet.
Is Silver with us?
Silver is technically with you.
The whole night.
Yeah.
Ting, ting. Well, he works with his hands now.
What is that flameless fire stuff?
Putty noises.
How many days does he need to make the stuff that... Can I put a ticket in?
gonna be a
He's
while.
still working on Morgrim's thing. Morgrim, when did you start with that?
It's gonna be a while.
It would take 3 months. We started it while we were at the Goblin place.
Make a dagger in your belly.
3 months.
Pretty sure that's wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong. There's no way it takes that long.
How expensive is the thing?
You and I, it was the same. It's the weapon.
Okay, he can't make a plus 10 weapon because he's level 15.
He's gonna go up as high as he can. Whatever. He's making me the base of it.
Okay, so
My thing would take 2 days to make.
let's say
Can I have it made before?
Yeah, you can have it made before me.
2,000. Are you telling me this is a $180,000?
No,
that sounds about right.
160,000.
What?
16,000.
16,000?
Yeah.
It's 2,000 a day.
Oh, okay.
So that would
8
be
days.
4 days.
Okay.
You're right, 8 days.
8 days.
2 days.
This is 3 months worth of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he fucking did that.
Okay, cool.
Like it's been done and you just haven't realized it.
He hasn't
finished
talked to me yet.
Okay, I would like to spend 4,000
You didn't come back with your ticket.
Okay.
You lost it.
on a Sash of the War Master. I think that's what it's called.
Sashi.
Sash of the War Champion. I'm sorry.
Okay, so he can make that for you on the trade ride. Most of the travel is pretty uneventful for these next 5 days. You find there are more trading posts along the way, but unless you guys specifically want to stop at them, they go past pretty quickly.
I'm gonna stop.
You stop? Okay. What do you stop? Let's say you stop at
Trader Joe's.
Bilk's trading post.
Okay.
There's a guy named Bilk.
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 I'm looking for something, Bilk.
That's me.
Okay.
Yep. I'm looking for a water clock.
A water clock. Oh. You.
I've got one
He's
left.
got like 6 on the wall.
You pretentious piece of shit.
Sorry?
You want to buy a fucking water clock from Bilk's?
Yeah.
Alright. You sicken me. Here's a water clock. It'll cost you.
A water clock.
Hold
A
on.
lot. It's like the most
Type in water
expensive
clock.
thing.
My mistake. It's only 2,000, so it would take 1 day to make.
Okay.
I was looking at purchase straight up.
Water.
I got minus a half price.
1,000 gold.
1,000. Yeah.
I'll do it.
That'll cost you 1,000.
I'm gonna trade him. I'm gonna trade him
1,100 gold.
I'm gonna trade him one of these rapiers that we have a bonus on. Remember we looted those from the... It was a sword. It was like a +2 sword.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trade him that.
Yeah.
How much are those?
I don't know. They're like 4,000.
It is +1, so it would be ×2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That seems like a fair trade.
I trade him.
I'll take that from you.
All right.
Let me try this thing out. He walks over.
Stabs
He
himself.
walks off camera, and you hear, "Ooh!" He walks
Dwarves
back.
just rednecks.
He's quite an effective blade.
Yes.
Got yourself a deal.
Intestines are hanging around his knees.
Are you gonna be okay, Bilk?
I didn't stab myself. I got Bessie for that.
What?
Oh, jeez.
Time to leave!
Alright, yeah, we gotta
Back
get
on
out
the
of
train!
I hear banjos, let's get out of here.
Inbred mountain folk.
Gotta go. Alright, so most of your travel is pretty effective. One person does One person pulls up behind you on a minecart, going, "Yeehaw!"
Fuck out of here.
We gotta go.
He take a jump off and crashes and explodes.
Jesus.
So I take it these are the white dwarves.
Hang on, I know one other thing that I want to buy.
Oh my god.
Yep, what is it?
Atlas, we don't want to be here much longer.
Oh no, we're not going to buy it at Bilk's.
Welcome to Johnny Knoxville's.
Really stretching on this one. You're in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Welcome
I'm
to
Johnny
Fort Knoxville.
Welcome to Jackie.
What would you like to buy there, Mr. Sylph?
Don't say sylph like that.
Boy, you got a pretty
Dirty
mouth.
mouth.
Oh my heavens.
Looking for a pearl of power.
I didn't know there was some wind in here.
There's always wind where I go, friend.
Atlas, we need to
It
go.
smells like rain.
Smells like rain.
Would you like to buy
A pearl of power.
a pearl of power? How much would that be?
Well, I'm just looking for a low power pearl of power.
A low power pearl of power?
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, this game is literally
Oh,
off the
antagonize
rails.
Well, a pearl of power for a first level spell would be 1,000 gold pieces.
Well, that's what I'm looking for.
You're looking for a level 1 pearl of
God,
power?
who am I kicking?
Level
I'm
1
sorry.
pearl of power.
That's a potentially powerful pearl of power.
How much pearl power does a power need to pearl power?
You'd have to be a pernicious person to purchase a pearl of power.
Oh, you know what? I don't want this. It doesn't do what I thought it did.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
We got to go.
Well, you're one pretentious person of pearl of power, Pine.
If I wasn't so pretentious, I wouldn't be buying a more powerful pearl of power. Goodbye.
I feel like a pearl would be hard to come by under a mountain. That's more of like a coastal thing.
Look, man, I'm just gonna fucking give it to him.
He doesn't want it.
They're
We're leaving.
traders. They trade.
We're leaving.
They've also got a building that's like near the coast, let's say.
Pearl of power just lets you recast a spell that you had cast.
Because you like
And I wanted to, you just like sap its energy out of it. I wanted to load a pearl of power with a spell. So that way I could just have it.
Wait a second. Feather token swan boat. What the fuck is that?
I used one.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
used
feather
one.
that turns into a boat. That
Yeah.
looks like a swan.
That was a swan boat.
Anyways.
There's a lot of shit in here.
Yeah, we leave.
Wind fan.
Are we almost there yet?
Yeah,
Well,
how
We
many,
looked at like the map and it's like you are
how
here.
many days of travel?
You've got little markings on your map that tells you, and they've all got little, like, you've got Bilk's trading post marked on there, and you've got a couple cities. So you've passed 3/4 of the way through, you've passed 3/4 of the way through Shard's Hammer's land, and now you're making your way to Boulder Slab's territory.
Boulder Slabs territory.
Yes.
Territory.
So, but how many days would it take for us to get to our goal?
To get to your goal, you've got another
2 days.
11 days.
Wow. Of traveling in this tunnel?
You're traveling across a continent.
Oh. I thought they were just like...
Here's the map.
I was
down
gonna
the
say,
road.
isn't that a continent?
Yes.
I thought the dwarves were like right down the
The
road.
dwarves are somewhere around here. And I guess we entered somewhere around here?
Yeah.
Do they have a glacier somewhere around here?
If only I could have teleported. but
You're
no.
traveling this distance in like 3 times the speed that you would take walking.
Because it's a
What
straight
about
line.
flying?
Yeah, it's a straight line on a minecart.
Okay. So when the dwarves marched against the hobgoblins, they were like walking across the continent?
Yeah, that's how wars happen.
I thought they were
That's typically what happens.
That's usually how it works. They walk for a long time. That's one thing humans are pretty good at.
walking.
So, you begin on this journey. Fuck.
Does anything happen in the next 11 days?
That's all we need to know.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Let's speed it up.
Okay, so as you make your way through,
Before he needs to stop at another Trader Joe's.
about 2 more places...
I would like to buy a water clock. Can I find a water clock somewhere?
About 2 more places pass until finally you come across what appears to be a trading post.
So,
Fucking
okay.
A!
Can I just
No,
ask
no.
a question?
What?
This is a fucking tunnel underground.
Yep.
It's straight, and in every 5 miles there's an effing trading post. Who do they trade with?
Each other!
Why? For what? I have a water clock that nobody's buying here. Let me go to the next trading post and sell them the water clock.
That's how capitalism works. Don't question it.
Jesus.
No, you cannot buy anything else. Put the book down.
He's getting one from everybody.
The trading posts are the way that the cities, which are amongst the mountains, interact with this central underway. Okay? So, you guys continue.
I'm not following the logic, but I'm following the tracks.
You guys continue down the track, and you come across.
Another trading post.
Yes.
Good God.
What's different about this one?
This one's on fire.
Okay.
Well, we don't want to stop.
Frickin' finally.
So you begin seeing signs of what appears
So
to be
every
battle.
single one of these trading posts in the enclosed tunnels should be smoked
Oh,
out.
no.
There's ventilation.
I love that you and I both thought that. It should be a ton of
Well,
smoke.
there's definitely ventilation. It's not literally on fire.
It's a game, okay?
Look, man, you're reading too deep.
Man,
into
I
some
didn't
shit.
think about this beforehand.
Atlas doesn't breathe.
That's fine.
Asshole.
So you begin to pass this trading post, and you see that a lot of it's been looted, and there seems to be a lot of dead bodies that are about.
Want to get 40 more swords?
Chuck's trading post is on fire.
Excuse me, it's Steve's.
Oh, skis.
This is the bad part of the neighborhood.
Must be the
Oh, the black boys.
black one.
Liam, you're so racist.
I literally described their clothing, and you guys decided some random bullshit.
Wasn't random. Alright, so Steve's thing's on fire. What? We go buy it, right?
Yeah,
Anybody
it's up
else?
you.
We
Do
don't
you
have
guys
to
wanna
stop,
just keep
right?
going by, or do you want to stop?
I want to stop. I have to stop.
For what?
If there's anyone that's in pain or suffering, that's possibly being burned to death,
Well, it's
I
a
gotta
good thing
save
she's
them.
not in control of the levers.
You can pull a lever if you
I
want.
was gonna say, can I put? Is there a lever?
Dr. Hippocampus is in control of the levers in the back.
Oh, I have the emergency brake.
Do you want to pull the emergency?
Doctor, pull the brake.
Okay.
No!
Alright, so you guys pull to
Hold on!
a scraping stop.
Paladin power. All right.
Paladin
He
power.
was just going to keep going until you told him to stop.
You can't say that in this neighborhood.
And come with the paladin power stuff.
Okay. Do I hear anyone? Do I hear anyone?
Cut that part out.
Paladin power is not offensive.
I think it's the implication.
What's the implication?
Do I hear anyone in pain?
Black power?
Calling out for help.
Do we find anyone still alive?
So you begin making your way through the remnants of this trading post.
I have amazing hearing. Remember?
Okay, we'll make a perception check.
Thought
That's what
birds
I'm
had good
good at.
sight.
I have normal hearing.
That's what I'm
Like,
great
what
at.
the fuck?
She's a shaman.
Shalalalaman. I thought she was a paladin.
Nope. She's technically a shaman.
Yes. The answer is yes.
38.
38. Okay.
I want to know where every person is.
With your weird bird ears, you hear what appears to be moaning from one of the buildings. That's
I run towards it.
Nice.
On my horse.
Knock before you go in.
Hello? That sounds cute.
Hang on, check the doorknob. Is there a tie or a sock?
Alright, do I see anyone in the rubble?
Well, you haven't opened up the door yet.
Oh, Jesus! There's still a door?
There's a door.
Alright.
Door didn't catch on fire for some reason.
Can I pull it?
Yeah.
Really? It opens?
You pull
With
it off
my
its
strength?
hinges. The door opens inwards. No, it opens outwards. They all have the fire code.
That was my thinking, by the way. I was like, I can't open it that way. It's in towards the fire. Is it hot?
No.
Hot.
Okay, so I can pull it open without any.
Yeah, so you open it up, and there's a dwarf that appears to be leaning against a wall with a chest wound, a sucking chest wound.
Is there smoke?
Coming out of the chest wound.
No.
Okay. I will go over and heal him.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. How
Here's this
Was
water
it good
clock
for
as
you
a
too?
thank you.
Oh my god. What did it cost?
What did it cost?
So you just cast, like, critical heal wounds.
Alright, critical, thank you.
You heal moderate wounds.
Moderate? Okay.
I mean, that's up to you, whichever one you want.
Yeah, don't ask the DM to tell you.
Come on.
Don't you also have lay on hands?
Yeah, well that's my
You can also do, like, a heal check, and that'll tell you how much... Spoilers, this man's a civilian, so, like, he doesn't have much health.
He has 12 HP.
Righto.
You give him a little stroke on the cheek, he heals instantly.
Oh gosh.
He
Please no, guys.
And then he makes that weird groaning noise that Liam did.
Come on.
And that's the scene.
No.
so he
Can we go home now?
you can see his
Not turning this around after this long.
you can see the blood on his you can see the wound in his chest sort of stitches itself back together, and he breathes in.
This episode will be entitled Liam's Orgasm Sounds.
Not orgasm sounds. You make different noises when you get stabbed.
Oh, sweet heavens.
Technically, there's penetration that happens. So,
The cave is collapsing.
no. He stands up.
What happened here?
We were attacked.
By the Fire Nation.
The Fire Nation!
Right.
The Boulder Slab guards told us that they would protect us.
What thing? Sorry, I should sound concerned.
What?
You said the thing would protect us.
No, the Boulder... What? The Boulder Slab
Yep.
soldiers said they
Oh.
would protect us.
Ah, okay.
They promised.
Well, where are they?
On the ground.
Where did you come from, Doctor?
I'm glad you watched
What do you
me.
think pulled the lever?
You watched her bring me back.
She got to it first. I'll have great hearing.
I'm not going to judge you. Thank you for saving
Those
me.
little holes in the side of her head apparently hear really well.
360 degrees, baby.
We were attacked by the King Grimsbald's men.
I feel like this is Swan Princess.
Grimsbald is the king, the Dwarven king.
I know who he is. I'm writing notes.
Swan Princess.
Yes. The great animal.
You playing Switch, motherfucker?
I didn't get off the train. I didn't want to stop.
He was doing it last time.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
We expect that. It's also on his phone. It doesn't make clicking noises.
Why would he attack his own people? Do you belong to?
Well, we're in the Boulder Slab lands.
Right, got it.
Yeah.
That was what I was looking at.
Bitch
Here.
slap.
Once you cross over the bridge, the Great Bridge.
Are we close to the King's lands now?
Yes, we're the
Wait.
last trading post before we
Maybe
enter
to the
King's
Terra
lands.
Grip Hoset. Grip Houset. Gosh, these names.
Terra Grip Hoist.
Thank you. Is that the next land we'll be entering? Hoy.
I'm not sure. Give me one second.
I feel like I'm getting a lot of action, and it's all me trying to pronounce Liam's words.
Grimboulder.
I'll write this down.
Word. So there's just a random dwarf that got stabbed, and there's smoke everywhere.
Look, man.
No one else is alive.
Alice is adding like another 3 or 4 stacks to this chessboard.
Who has the glasses that can see 24 hours behind? Is that me?
That's me.
That's true.
No,
You
there's
got
2 pairs.
There's 2 of them. I got the
You got the
specs,
rose
and you got the eye monocle. Yeah.
What happens if I look through the monocle?
When you look through the monocle,
hour into the past.
what?
The ones I gave only see an hour into the
Oh,
past.
one
That
did
would
you get?
be
So
me.
the 24
That
hour
would be mine.
ones,
Yeah.
That's
you
the
just
one I
see
No, his is the
I have
24.
the
Yes.
24 hour monocle.
I have the hour. Yeah.
okay. So with the 24 hour one, you just see a bustling place.
No attacks?
Yeah, he literally gets the whole 24
Oh, you
hours.
get the whole 24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. So during that 24 hour period that you get a quick flash of, you see like a bustling place, and then suddenly one of the people.
There's a line of these ships and their fronts come open and a bunch of guys come out and they shoot fire out of their hands.
Fire Nation! You don't even get your own joke. That's how bad it
I don't
is.
fucking remember.
A giant mechanical carriage comes in and starts shooting fire out.
I'm sorry.
So you see one of the people suddenly, like an arrow, is sticking out of his head because it just got shot to his head.
Okay.
And then, like a bunch of dwarves wearing white clothing and armor just come in and start
here we
attacking
go
and
again.
stabbing and fighting.
Where did they go?
They appear to make their way back down the direction that you guys are going.
On a cart or walking?
Walking.
Let's run them over.
Do it.
Yeah.
I told you we shouldn't have got off the thing.
Also, I think a haste spell on the people working the lever thing.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
It appears that it was only 8 hours ago.
We could definitely run him over.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. This guy's all right, right? We're gonna leave him to his thoughts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Crippling depression.
I'll catch you guys
So
later.
there's just a ton of dead bodies
I'm
on the
gonna give
ground.
him some
Yeah.
of my provisions.
My family's dead.
Let's kill him.
Oh, jeez.
I had a wife and kids. Fortunately, the kids aren't here because
He's a lost
we have
soul.
a house outside
Yeah.
of this place. But like, fuck,
Vala, you're good at this. Kill him.
fuck.
What?
My name is Glenn.
It's a terrible
I
name.
love
What
how
other
you
plot do
look
I have
at
on
it.
this man?
I like how all the dwarves were like Boulder Slab, Rockfist, and then Glen.
Well, I have a last name.
Glen, which means like
What's his last name?
a small woodland stream, or like
actually,
woodland
have
clearing,
Gravelspit.
rather.
Gravel spit?
Glenn Gravelspit.
Oh boy.
Volley?
What?
No, we're gonna leave him.
You get out of here. Go play your chess. Thank you.
Still going on.
Thank you for saving me, though. These are dark times. Good luck, I've heard.
Dark times. We're in a tunnel. Of course it's dark.
It's very bright in this tunnel. I've heard there's some battling on the bridge.
The bridge.
There's a bridge now?
The bridge.
He's been alluding to it this whole time.
I look on the map. There's actually a bridge.
The Agate Falls.
Oh,
Whatever. If they're on foot, we're gonna run them over. Let's get a move on.
So you all get back onto
Where,
the...
so where does this guy have to go? Is there like stairs up?
yeah, there's a tunnel off to the side where they go back to the town, the city that they're from.
That is now empty.
No.
I think it was just the trading post.
Does the trading post get killed?
So now I'm starting to piece it together. There are cities that then have tunnels to the trading posts that are then on the.
It's literally just a subway.
It would have been nice if that was explained.
It's just a
I
subway.
don't know. I thought that was relatively
New York
clear from what I
City!
said.
New York
That's all right.
City, live and Sunday.
All right, so you guys begin. Do you haste the people who are cranking?
Yeah, let's get going as fast as we possibly can.
Oh, my armor just lets me do that.
All right,
Cool. Well, I still need haste.
It's not
So
my fault.
Atlas casts haste, presumably.
Alice is making his own games right now. He's busy.
Do you cast haste?
Yes.
Okay. So you cast haste.
What? Yes.
And the people who are cranking start cranking at.
Oh my god.
Full
We're gonna
speed.
break the lever.
They go one step above.
We go
This is to go beyond.
further beyond.
So we went Super Saiyan on this thing, is what basically is what we're saying. Oh,
There's
yeah.
just like some like
like-
one of you is like squeaking oil back onto the joint because it's.
What are you talking about? They're just putting water on it because it's gonna catch on fire.
Yeah, it's the.
That's a great way for a joint to just break. Ah, yes. Let's put water in this metal on metal action.
guess who's got a ton of oil because she oils her wings every night.
That's just
weird.
gross.
So you're like a slick, goopy bird.
It's
The sword is perfect for her.
She's like the birds from.
It's not
Bloodborne.
like.
It's called wing oil.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's different from actual
Oil.
lantern oil.
I know. but-
pouring.
Crude oil all over herself. Fucking
Wing.
save the birds.
Holy smokes.
It's like the BP oil spill birds, and it's just we're being followed by one of them. Somebody get some joy in this bitch.
Anyone want to cast? Is there any chance we can cast silence on our train so we surprise them and hit them?
You could.
Zool's not here.
Joel's not here.
But when
Anybody else know so?
surprise attack.
Atlas is going to move to the front of the train,
Okay.
That's where we are.
and he's gonna kind of lay prone,
Uh-huh.
so that way he's within reaching distance of the ground.
Question: do you actually lay on the ground, or are you still hovering, just barely above it, prone?
He's lying down on
I'm lying down on the floor.
The two of us are
Cranking.
speeding
So
this train as
I'm
fast as
essentially underneath Volley's legs.
This is me pumping. I just what the fuck?
I've got an idea just in case things go bad up ahead.
All right. For once, you all need to make perception checks.
I also ready a spell.
Okay. What are you ready? What do you prepare?
Stone shape.
Stone shape?
Yep.
Oh my god. What the fuck are you gonna do?
You're gonna make a ramp.
We're going to the surface. He's making a roller coaster.
7.
Cool.
Go around.
Just everybody just yell them out
20.
once. 23.
1.
41.
Cool. Wow. Okay. Well,
Nice.
you notice it completely.
I see
Those who
everything.
have less than 10 definitely don't notice this. You begin.
It's picking a number.
You hear some shit. You're hearing.
All right, what do I relay?
You hear what appears to be the sound of armies clashing.
Again.
There's
Okay.
a lot of. Ah, yeah, ting, ting, oh, ting, ting, oh.
Ramming speed!
Ramming!
I get on my horse
Okay.
and prepare a spell.
Okay.
Are you laughing at me because I have to be on my horse to be powerful?
No.
It's just better this way.
I'm laughing at you because you're riding a horse while riding a
On a moving
minecart.
train.
I get so many more buffs when I'm on my horse, guys.
So as the
What kind of a fucking shaman are you?
as the train turns around this
a
next
shaman.
corner, it's a very lazy corner.
Excuse me?
It's a very lazy corner, as many are on this underway. It reveals what you can see from far away.
Put that on a shirt.
Words of wisdom over here. Jesus Christ.
It reveals what you can see from
Far away. Stoners are us, right here.
Jesus.
Alright, that might have been a dyslexic way of saying that.
No,
No,
we
we can see.
understood you. We turned the corner and see what's happening.
Yes, but it is far away.
What happened to this session?
It didn't start well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You don't start well, it's not going to go well.
And so you see from far away.
Great.
So how far away do we see?
Right.
This is about half a mile down.
Okay.
That's pretty far away.
You see what appears to be the backside of a fort, and a lot of fireballs and explosions and people, like armies, standing on the walls and in front of the walls
Where does the rail lead?
through the fort. And there's
Is
a
there-
gate.
there's a
across.
giant gate.
There's a large metal gate.
Is it up or down?
It's down.
Dr. Hippocampus gets ready to pull the brake.
You would call this a siege.
Speed up!
Ramming speed!
Ramming!
Is there space above this gate? Or does the gate just reach the ceiling?
There is space above, because you can see that there appears to be a large opening.
This is going to be so cool if we pull it off.
This is going to be me. I've done this at high speeds before, guys. It's not a good landing.
Dr. Hippocampus grabs onto something and holds tight.
Okay, so you guys, you don't slow down?
No.
I will rage.
This is to go beyond!
Alright, so you guys pick up high speed.
Holy.
My
The
God.
cart
She's on a
enters,
fucking horse right now.
the cart enters into a large cavern. With your quick, even though you don't have much time to see it, there's a lot to see.
Do you have a signal whistle?
I'd be prepared to cast a spell on myself as
You know,
well.
I might.
You see
It is me, after all.
I touched the ring of friendship.
You see what appears to be a massive bridge that's strung across this huge cavern. And you can see that the cavern goes relatively high up. Within the cavern, there is slick walls that lead down into this under area that the bridge goes over, which is
Like a
full-
chasm.
Like a chasm. So this large chasm, I'll show it to you later, has on the bottom of it what appears to be lots of plant life. Fungi and like mollusks and like all this different...
So let me
But hold on.
let me
Why are there
Mollusks?
mollusks?
So the fort is across the bridge, and the bridge crosses the cavern?
Yeah.
Or is the fort before the bridge?
The fort is like right on one end of the bridge.
The far end.
Because of course I
Your end.
My end.
The closest.
So it's closest
So we
to-
can't see the bridge. Or the
You can't
chasm.
see the other side of the bridge. But, so there's an opening. There's a space between
So-
the fort and the opening.
We were in a tunnel.
And
The
you guys
tunnel
are in
opens
that
up into a large cavern.
Yes.
Wait a
In the
minute.
center of the large cavern, there is a huge chasm.
Wait a minute.
On our side of the large chasm,
It's too late.
No.
holding
I'll
off
tell
the
you
end of
when
the
to pull that
bridge, right, is this fortress with a gate.
Yes.
It
it's not in
protects
the
this
center.
end of the bridge.
All right.
If we go through the fortress, we will get onto the bridge, which will cross us over to the other side. I'm going to
Is
assume
the-
there's
I'm
probably
going
another.
to give you a good visualization, and it is something I've drawn.
I'll take a picture of it for Twitter.
Can I get
Get the face. Get your cover your face with it. Up.
Nobody wants to look at that thing.
Yeah. Gross.
Hold on. Stay still.
There's a city in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah.
So I want to actually see it. What's going on?
Yeah, what the fuck
Fuck
is
it,
that?
you guys can see the top
Thank
stuff.
you.
All right. Pass it out. Pass it around.
Then why did I take a picture of
can
just
also-
the
Hey,
bottom
hey,
stuff?
hey! We want to look too.
No, keep those. Keep those.
No.
Because you'll be able to see those things.
Yeah, we'll see it when we
There's
see
a
it.
siege.
Come into this.
So where are we?
You
Right
are on
here.
the right side.
Okay.
See how there is a
Fort
fort?
blocks.
The
bridge.
actual bridge. What?
Yeah.
What is this?
That's a town.
Is it labeled town?
What?
It's got a name.
We're not there yet. We're
Caston's
here.
Lodge.
And then dwarven camps.
So we're just going towards.
You're going towards the fort on your side of the bridge.
Well, kind of ruins one of my plans.
But there's just a gate in the way
Yes.
of our immediate front.
Sure. Okay. So you got a whole bridge.
If only we had some way to destroy a gate.
Several ways, actually.
Hold on. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
How long has it taken us to get to this point? How many days?
Too
was
long.
it?
So as we get closer to this fort,
It's taking you about a week.
is it evident that the fort has some depth, or that it's just a big gate?
It's basically a big gate that has been heavily. So normally
this,
it would
right?
just be
No, that's
it's
a tank.
We'll get to
Oh.
that.
How tall is the fort gate?
The fort gate is about
Oh, that.
Is this like, Mordor's
about
gate?
100 feet high,
It's like the gate of Mordor.
with parapets on the top, which appear to have large trebuchets on them, and there's
You didn't
also
draw
a
those.
large camp on the back side of the
trebuchet.
fort.
Which
Which
there's trebuchets on top of
Also happens to cover up parts of the track.
But the gate itself, is it just like a piece of wood?
It's a large metal grated gate that leads across.
Show them the fort again. It's in that.
And you can
wood
see
rock thing.
there's many trees. There's many siege engines on the back, specifically engines that will launch things over the fortress. Trebuchets, catapults, and some ballistae on the walls.
No, I'm trying to think.
The walls appear to be quite thick, at least from the distance that you can see. These are clearly walls that are designed to stop not just a man with a sword, but something big and intense.
Like a
Sounds
tank.
like we need to go big and intense.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
And
me
you
to-
can also see in the center of the, which on the map you can definitely see, but in the center of the cavern, which goes across it, is a large river. That appears to be not just blue, but slightly glowing blue.
Blue. If I was green, I would.
Alright, somebody cast a large person on Havoc. We'll use him as a wrecking ball.
He already is large.
No, I can double up with it.
Okay, so we got potions. Hold on.
So, how far away are we from the fort wall?
You are now like 200 feet away.
Okay. When we get within 100 feet of the wall, I'm going to make a 100-foot high ramp with stone shape.
Okay.
And so it's a 25 cubic feet space that I'm going to...
Okay, so
And-
there are things that are
and-
in the way of that spot.
I don't care.
Okay.
That's not the
What are
wall.
those things?
Stone shape can't really go through people or campsites or
It can push them.
tents. Can it push them?
Yeah, I'm moving the earth.
Okay, well you're going to start pushing people off of this bridge.
Don't do it.
We're gonna jump it.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Are you lifting up the
There is a-
tracks for us to jump over the fortress?
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're not changing the bridge.
There are people on the tracks. There is
Then
a
they're gonna
siege
get
going
pushed.
on, and there is a
Well,
siege
we're
camp.
going past the siege.
Okay,
So, on our side, they'll just get pushed off onto the sides of the fort.
sure, but there's a lot of people, and there's also catapults and stuff like that.
It'll be fine.
All right.
I already have one
Okay,
spell
so
ready.
you cast. What is the distance of?
It's gonna be a little short.
It's gonna be a little
How-
short.
So we can do the math here if you really want to get into volumetric space.
No, what is the distance that your
Touch.
spell can touch?
So I've got to put my hands to the ground on this speeding cart to cast the spell.
Holy
And then you've got to. Okay, and then presumably the thing rises up while you guys are going on.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
All right, so
So Atlas does like one of those stone.
you see
And,
you
like-
see dwarves turning around when they see you guys, and
Yeah.
some of them are like waving their hands, like, "No, stop, no!"
Get
out of the way!
By the way, I have one spell ready
And
to
you
go.
see a trebuchet that's like right in front on the track.
I'm gonna push it up.
Yeah, so everything starts rising up the moment that you touch the ground.
Yeah.
Lifting up, you see campsites that were half on it, buildings,
Gosh, this
armories,
is
it
not
appears, just falling to the sides off of this large ramp that you're constructing. Dwarves are like jumping off to try to avoid.
Are they
the
wearing
speeding cart.
white or black?
They're not. None of them are wearing white.
So it's just people.
Some of them are wearing black. Some of them are wearing gray. Some of them are wearing green.
I'm gonna get
These are our
to the
friends.
front of the cart next to Atlas here because he knows Featherfall.
No, that's my one prepared spell I said I had going on.
All right, I get close to both of you.
As long as you guys stay within 20 feet, if things go bad, I can slow us down from falling. You
Okay.
can fly, so I don't really have to worry
How
about
fast
you.
are we going?
You're going at probably about 60 miles per hour.
Oh god.
What do we
Do I
haste?
intuit if this is fast enough?
Too late.
It is already happening.
So if Joe puts the
Who?
if Atlas makes the ramp high enough, you could probably clear it if the ramp is basically next to, like very close to.
Okay. So maybe we need to go just a little bit faster. Which
So
means
you and I are
maybe
gonna
need
bring-
just a little bit more strength.
Is it time?
So I've already raged. So I'm
You're
already
raged
large.
and you're
Make a strength
hasted.
check.
I'm raged and hasted. Before I make that strength check,
Yeah.
um,
And Joe,
I
I need
am-
you to make a
Who?
Joe.
That's true.
No, Joe the person. I'm not going to say Atlas make this check. Joe, I want you to make a what?
Atlas makes the check.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Joe
You
rolls the
fucked up.
dice.
Yes. So you're making the dice roll. I
No,
want you to
you fucked
try to do. Let me take a look at the.
Knowledge engineering.
You are definitely doing a knowledge because you have to judge distance here.
Do you
Because
need
if you
more? I
make
can
this too
stone shape.
close, then you're not going to have. Then your
No, it's
angle of
geography.
attack is going to be too intense. Like you guys would, you can't go up that. You can't go up a greater than 45-degree
yeah, make it a
ramp. But if you make it not enough, then you guys are just going to drive straight into a wall.
I can help. You gotta communicate with me, bud.
You
Tell
can't
the
help.
plan.
You're too far away. You're on a horse. You can't reach the ground.
another case. What I got at level 15 when I became a 3rd level fighter, 12th level barbarian,
Yeah.
is I took the archetype mutagenic warrior.
All right, Geralt.
Look it up. It's in the advanced player's guide.
Knowledge engineer.
So I will take my flask holy symbol, which I have had since the first episode, which I've mentioned very seldomly. But I'll take that off. I'll pop that off. I will swig its contents, and I'll get 4 more strength
Okay.
for the next hour.
All right.
And just now I'll make a strength check to
Make
boost
your
us as
strength
hard as
check.
we can.
What
This
is
is
your,
gonna be me. What the fuck is he?
what is your strength modifier right now?
10.
gonna
I
be-
can use the bow,
You can use the bow.
but I'm not using the bow to make this thing.
No, not to pump it up.
Pump it. Pump it.
I'm going to take that reroll. That's not much better. One more? Come on. Maybe I should use a different die. Son of a bitch! A 4 and then 2 5s, so I've got a 5.
Okay.
Plus 10.
So you guys increase quite a bit of speed. Like you're going a good like 70.
That is incorrect, because I'm raging, which means my rage power is activated, which means to lift, pull, push, or break outside of a combat maneuver, I have plus 8.
So make that 23.
23.
23.
Rolling a 5.
All right, that's pretty good. So you guys.
This
are
is
going,
gonna be me. My arm is gonna break. My arm's gonna
You
break.
guys are going very fast. So Joe, I need you to make an engineering check.
Okay.
We all knew that was.
That's fine. That's good enough.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, why not? 25.
25? Okay. So this ramp rockets up out of the ground, sending pieces of wood and debris and people jumping off to the sides, and there's a single trebuchet that appears to be sliding down, but also sort of off because it wasn't perfectly on the rails.
How much action do I have?
What do you mean?
Well, you guys are moving pretty quick.
Yep.
You're moving 200 feet, so you've got half a round. So I'll give it to you that you cast a spell, and now you've got a round of action to do.
Okay, I cast Disintegrate
Sure,
on the trebuchet.
that's fine. People aren't
It's
on
blocking the way,
trebuchets.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
just whomp 10-foot cube gun.
All right, so the 10-foot cube on the trebuchet just goes...
So
Don't
it's
you
like
just
half
have
a trebuchet that just sort of like
Yeah, the other
slinks
half
up.
crushes down.
Surprised you just didn't use a quicken spell.
I can't quicken that spell.
Like a lightning bolt would have done it, probably.
Okay,
bolts
you
don't push
hear...
No.
Would have exploded,
No. No. Don't do it.
What's happening?
No.
Yeah, they get a
It's
D4.
landing on people.
Oh, well, you know.
What's
It
happening?
wasn't the paladins that casted this.
What's happening? Wait, is the trebuchet falling?
Yeah,
Somebody.
The trebuchet is falling?
it is.
Yeah.
I can catch it with telekinesis.
Okay.
I'll catch it with telekinesis.
Okay, so that's
Just like
your action.
lower it to the ground.
Your action for the round is you lower it to the ground, and this is enough time for people to move out of the way. Cool. You hear, "Oh God! Why didn't it fall on us? Why didn't it fall on 1d4 of us?"
Sorry. That's my good action for the session.
All right, now you got to do something terribly evil.
Oh, it will happen.
Keep it neutral.
I haven't talked to my sword in a while. I'm sure that thing's got some bad ideas.
Okay, so
I'll do what I
now
leave it in a church.
the area is mostly clear. It appears that nothing much else was on this specific track. You can see one of the other tracks had a couple carts that were full of supplies, like ammunition for the trebuchets that people were moving up and down. It appears this one was clear because it had weapons on it.
What trebuchet?
And now you begin moving forward towards the gate.
I feel like this was
As you're moving forward, the more and more ground is rising up to meet underneath you, and it's moving quick enough. But
It's
stone shape,
instantaneous.
is it instantaneous? All right. Well, for this moment, it is not. But effectively, it's instantaneous.
Okay.
And you begin to see that it looks like you've got enough space. That Atlas probably calculated this correctly,
Maybe.
and so you guys rocket off of
Just
this
frothing at the mouth.
massive train.
This is like me looking at you like I can't keep up anymore. Like,
It just lets it go and Havoc's just
ding, 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 ding.
lug it out.
You rocket off of the now broken track that's in front of you, moving at high speed, and it appears that you are about to clear. And you do. The front of the train goes right over the gate, and there's like a single dwarf that's underneath you, armed with a crossbow. It's like,
He's doing like the Free Willy thing.
And just as you're about to clear it, you hear it, and the right back wheels of the train, where Dr. Hippocampus would have been, moved up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He came up to me.
Collide with the top of the battlements.
This guy on the bottom that looks up and sees a train with a fucking horse on top.
Just a bird lady.
Sees a horse, a giant hobgoblin foaming at the mouth.
So, with that collision, the train lurches forward.
Like a decouple.
Yeah, and the back comes off. So that back cart goes flying off into the distance and crushes a couple dwarves wearing white.
I just wish I had Griff's like perception of this. Like he already like saw so many different things of how this was gonna go, and he's just like, no.
Yeah, it's like,
'Cause you
I
saw-
stopped the trebuchet, put it down, and then the back piece goes off, and I'm like, I'm not gonna stop that one. Kills the two white dwarves.
All is in balance, as they should.
Yin and yang.
And you guys come down on what appears to be a hostile dwarven army.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, and now
It's a good thing that
Do we
Zola isn't with
land, or
us.
do we have
He
to
could be
like
having a-
levitate
you
down?
land,
There's no place for me to
but
go.
off the rails.
Okay,
We're off.
but we're okay.
You're okay. So it lands front first, slamming the backside down. You're going to need to make a reflex save on your
Oh, I was
horse.
gonna say ride check.
What about him laying on the ground?
The horse, so
You're gonna hit me in the balls. 'Cause you're gonna just get
at the very least,
my jewels. the jewels of Solomon.
at the very least, so Morgrim's the first one. Your horse needs to make a reflex save to stay on.
Oh,
you
the
need to
horse?
make a a ride check to stay on the horse.
Oh, okay.
Well, if the horse doesn't make it, don't want to land with the
The people
horse.
who are hanging on, they get to make strength checks to hold on to this thing. The pump. Were you holding on to anything?
Nope, I'm gonna jump and levitate.
All right, you can jump and levitate.
Okay.
All right, make a. Since there are railings along these things, you can make a reflex save to grab. And if you fail that, then you need to make.
If everybody was close
25.
enough to me,
25, that's good enough.
if everybody was close enough to me, I had feather fall prepared, so we could all just jump out.
Atlas, you need to make a reflex save to grab onto either the leg or one of the mechanisms.
Or Volley's leg.
Yeah,
It's me.
No, I fly.
you fly.
Right up into me?
Yeah, you're underneath a person.
But it's okay. I had...
No.
I can just like shoot the hoop. You know, I've got all that momentum. I can just move and take another 30 momentum on top.
I would point out that we already said that the moment you start flying, you lose the momentum that
Yeah.
Oh boy.
you don't
Talk
conserve.
about that.
I casted...
So you fly out the back.
Hang on, no, well, because he would hit the post of the,
Yeah,
the
that's a
pump,
good-
so
No,
his legs
he's on
would
the
just go
side.
slamming into it.
I'm assuming you're on the side, or were you?
No,
on the
he was
front?
literally under my legs.
Okay, so yeah, you rocket back into the pole.
If flying is going to neglect,
One testicle out each nostril.
if flying is going to neglect gravity,
Speed.
or momentum.
Well, listen, can I do what I was going to do? I was literally just going to cast feather fall and have everybody jump.
Well,
And I can, as long as everybody was within a 20-foot radius of me, they have feather fall.
He doesn't know that.
Well, if
Did you
he
say
got...
it out
Yeah,
loud
he didn't
to
say it out
everybody?
loud.
I said I had a prepared action for everybody for feather fall.
But did Volley ever say anything
I
about
don't think you said. You said to me. In fact, you didn't even say to me that you
I
had
did say
prepared
I had feather fall.
Well, you said I prepared action.
Yeah, you
Later
just
on-
said
Feather
fall.
fall.
I did say
Then later
feather
on, he's
fall.
like, "Oh yeah, feather falls."
That's why he came up.
But
to me.
Volley was never like, "Don't worry, guys. If it gets to the shit, you can jump."
You didn't actually. Your character didn't.
Well,
say.
I jumped, so I don't know about the rest of you.
Okay, so you jump and you feather.
Yeah.
Which means you fly out of the cart. As the cart moves forward at what appears to be 80 miles per hour.
Yeah, you did go a little bit beyond. I mean, if you guys do a reflex save, all you have to do is jump if you saw me do it.
Griff's intent on his thing was waiting until like right before it hits the ground and then jumping out.
Alright,
So,
so
I'll
I'm gonna
lose
roll.
whatever momentum I lose with that.
I'm going to check something real quick.
I'm like steaming.
This dice is you guys.
The pump just catches on fire.
Havoc needs to make an acrobatics check.
That
and
is
then just start
two.
murdering
Okay, so we'll get to that.
people. Lean into it.
So, roll a reflex save.
I'm going to make a dimensional slide.
You're going to make it what?
Dimensional slide?
Dimensional slide.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's my supernatural teleport.
Okay, so you teleport out of the way of anything that's bad.
I jump. You guys, if you guys would have saw me, you could have done the same.
Reflex or strength save. To
Strength
hold on.
save? That's an 18 plus a 19.
That's more than enough.
No, 18 plus an 18, sorry.
Volley, you jump. What was your reflex for your horse?
20.
Or 20? Okay, so your horse.
Snaps legs.
Technically, her horse has free fall.
Your horse
Does have feather fall.
stays on the cart,
Okay.
but it does fall over.
It's a Red Dead horse.
Flops on the ground.
And what is your ride check?
23.
23, and you stay on the horse. So your leg is now underneath the horse.
If it was long enough.
Pinned.
Okay, so that is the initial link.
Right.
Now you guys have 80 miles per hour of momentum.
This is why I got off.
That is now continuing. And so the train begins sliding down, not on the tracks because it's decoupled, because you guys completely lost any normal, because you got that hit. The train is now, slightly sideways and not on the track perfectly. And so now the train is sliding along this stone bridge in which there is a large dwarven army. And you guys can see what it is sliding towards. So first, the train itself is hitting groups of dwarves who are all with shields and crossbows, sending them all flying into the air.
Oh boy.
We make an entrance.
And the train skitters as in high speed and crashes directly into what appears to be a large tank.
Oh, the picture of the tank.
Here's the tank.
That's the tank.
Fold it over the front of your thingy.
So yeah, you crash straight into that. It's constructed of wood with a large cannon in the front and what appears to be flamethrowers on the sides.
Havoc, get up there. You got flame resistance.
And now you guys can make a reflex save if you want to jump off the train to avoid this. Otherwise, you're going through a tank.
I might be able to do that. I think I could probably go through a tank.
20.
Okay. Do you want to jump
I
off?
want
This
to?
is just.
I don't want to go into a tank.
All right. 20.
I don't have major damage resistance. Like
This will be a reflex save.
20.
20 for reflex save.
Yes.
Okay.
21.
21.
And that's after I poof my horse, so it's not on me.
Okay. I was about to say you have a major discount because your horse is on top.
That's fine.
So what's happening? I don't have to do anything, right? 'Cause
We're in the air, you and I.
Yeah, you're in the air.
And I should. Are you in the air?
As
Is that where you
is.
My
dimension?
horse was supposed to jump, but it fell over. So, here we go.
So Volley and Griff are kind of like slowly floating down next to each other as we watch. We're just like,
It's because we're wearing armor.
Okay.
Me. I said everybody had feather
I'll
fall.
make the reflex to jump.
Okay. Because you notice everybody else.
18.
18? Okay. So, Dr. Hippocampus, and what was your save, Margaret?
21.
21? Okay, yeah. So you both successfully are able to jump off and slide. You only take damage. A little bit.
a lot of it.
Most of it.
All of it.
A
Because you
little
are
of it.
sliding at high speeds
I rolled
on
a
the
17,
ground.
though.
If only you pulled out your sword, you would just slide right into battle.
Can I just like
That's my lance.
try and land on the shield and
You
slide on
take
that?
15 lethal
No,
damage.
the sword that makes you
Ow.
slippery.
Oh,
Wait, who's got the slippery sword?
Order.
apparently
could-
I have it.
You
Despite
could
the fact
engage it.
Doctor picked it up.
Lube up.
Lube up.
Oh gosh.
You would not take any damage from friction.
From friction damage. That's the thing in this game.
While you're sliding at high speeds on a rail.
You wouldn't.
Road rash.
If you don't want damage, take the sword out.
You wouldn't discount me for pulling the sword out though as an action.
It's on you.
Okay,
You're touching the sword.
fantastic.
So just engage it. Yeah.
That's
You have to say the line.
Oh, I have to say I engaged the sword.
No, what?
There's
There's
Oh,
a phrase.
God.
Didn't you
darn
write
it.
down the phrase?
You wrote down the phrase.
Yes, I did. Hold on. It's very long.
Specific. It's only 2 phrases, and they're each only like 4 words long.
It's like,
I won't
Judges
forget.
me for names, but then makes phrases like
Actually.
this.
That's close to it.
It's either I won't forget or those will never be forgotten. Or
Lube me up, Scotty.
That's the new phrase. How do I change the password on this thing?
All right, I'll give it to you.
Lube me up,
The phrase
Scotty.
is
hold on. I will listen to those. Is that one? Or I will remember those.
yes.
Okay, which one?
I will listen to those. Who
Okay, I will listen to those that have been ignored.
Okay, you kind of mumble that to yourself, and suddenly you feel as if nothing can stick to you.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's like the best oil on your feathers ever.
And so the moment you hit the ground, you see that Dr. Hippocampus enters into like a roll and starts rolling a bunch, and he kind of gets up like a little bit worse for wear, but he's okay. You enter into a slide quite expertly, like a baseball slide, and just continue sliding at the current 80
Sonic.
miles per hour, just behind the train,
Alright,
as it crashes into this large tank.
What's my damage?
You don't take any damage.
Because you're sliding.
You're sliding.
I'm
Does she
gonna
have the
hit
check, though, to
something in
hold
miles
on to
per
it?
hour though.
No, she made the 20 reflex save to land.
No, but I meant to hold onto the sword. I thought you had to make checks for that.
No, she's not even wearing it. And that's only to stand up.
So I failed the 20
You
to land.
failed. You take a hard fall.
Slowly.
It's
though.
hard not life.
I do have slow fall.
Oh, do you have
Feather
slow
fall.
fall?
It's feather fall.
Domino, mother.
They all had feather fall.
Does feather fall? I'm going to give it to feather fall. Gives you also resistance to moving sideways.
How does he get
I don't know
feather
about
fall?
that.
If you-
I casted it on everybody, and then I jumped. Nobody else jumped. They technically have
Because
it.
nobody knew.
I jumped now.
But they technically have it.
Oh,
I guess.
yeah. Okay, so none of you take damage.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, you gotta
But I
say
am
things.
hasted.
You are.
I said that.
I am
just said I
large.
jumped-
And I would like to run as fast as I can
towards the.
across this bridge.
Okay, so you can follow. You're not moving nearly as fast as it. The only person who is currently Mordrum, sliding in behind it.
Well, I have 50 feet of movement now.
No, but
55.
feather fall is like flying, so it stops your.
Yes, but here's the thing.
momentum.
I've been hasted, and I'm increased my size category. So haste is plus 10 movement. And
It's plus 30.
plus 30 movement? Even more then. Alright, so I was at 40. I got large 45. Then plus 30 is 75 movement. And then I would like to full run, double move.
Okay,
Or
so you're moving.
So 150 movement.
dash action as
I
fast
don't
as
know
I
the
can.
exact math, but I'm assuming you're moving at about a quarter speed.
So in 6 seconds, a quarter speed,
80 miles per hour is a lot of rounds. It's a lot of squares per round.
you can figure it out.
All right.
Math. Man.
We don't need to figure it out.
We don't need to figure it out. You're moving behind it, but you're not moving nearly as fast as it. Everybody else is not nearly moving as fast as you. So you see the train crash into this tank. Chunks of wood and metal and a cannon, it appears, are thrown from it, and there appears to be a large explosion as the fuel for the flamethrowers are erupted by, like, the fuel from the flame is thrown into the flames, and so now everything's on fire in this large explosion, and you can see out the back, because the train has burrowed a hole through this tank, the train continues into another tank, which stops on, but severely damaging the front of it. And now you are all standing / flying in front of a large group of very shocked but armed dwarves.
Someone do some sort of, like, speech. Like, that was a taste of our power!
Well, we're all like spread out, right?
You're all
Parlay.
relatively spread out. Currently, Morgrim is sliding in through the remnants of a tank towards another tank.
Alright, so I'm moving at 8 miles per hour, which is a little disappointing.
That's not that fast.
That's fast for a foot.
I mean, that's faster than the
That's
fastest recorded human.
No,
That's not even close
that's
to
like 16 miles an hour.
Yeah, I thought the fastest
Yeah.
was like 5.
No.
That's like a
Humans
jog.
run 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
We
run
run
5
5. Like run. As
That's
in,
not
like,
even-
when I go for a run, I go at 5 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
treadmills, the speed on treadmills is miles per hour.
But that would be if I double move.
He would know that if he
But
exercised.
the run action is 4 times
Times
4.
4.
So I'm actually not 100.
You're moving at what is-
Normal.
14,
30.
You're moving at 16 miles per hour.
16, yeah, 60 miles per hour. Because that's double it, yeah.
So,
That's quick.
Where are we all in relation to each other?
So those who jumped off initially, so that is Volley, Griff, and Atlas, are they're suddenly floating down to the ground.
Yeah.
In front of the large army. Actually, amongst the front line.
Okay.
Currently, Morgrim is sliding.
so it says I can
Just
turn it
behind-
off at will.
You
So
can
like,
turn it off
so
at
don't
will.
be like she keeps going. I'm just waiting for
That's
my chance.
when you want to turn it off.
Okay. So, how far does Havoc move forward? Because I want to stop before I'm beyond all my friends.
Let's see. 75 times 4.
He's running behind it, so
That's
he probably
300.
moves.
Yeah. 300 feet per 6 seconds.
So he probably moves to right in front of the broken.
I was gonna say I don't want to go past the big broken
Okay,
hole.
so you guys are right in front of the broken tank. And I'll let you stop without any pain.
Oh, well, it says I can turn it off at will.
Yeah, when you turn it off.
I would like to do something.
Okay, what would you do?
I'd like to take a swig of a potion.
Okay,
You didn't take any damage.
you landed.
Alright, I take
Relatively
a swig of a potion and I vomit spiders.
What?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I have a spider swarm to help me.
Oh, okay.
This is a paladin?
I could do summon swarm too.
No.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he just be an alchemist?
That's what
All right. So yeah, and
You're not going to use your mind.
You're
brain?
standing kind of between the two groups.
Well, I need help.
And
Yes,
now,
you need help, literally.
Now
I'm
the
hoping they'll
dwarves.
distract people.
Now the dwarves have all turned their attention